about John Asselby. He was not the brother-in-law to John and Mary Osgood. He was their son-in-law. His wife was their daughter. The relationships involved in all this get confusing sometimes because family was such a big factor in this whole thing. The grave that we see here is that of Timothy Osgood, who was one of the sons of John and Mary Osgood.
Yes, it's right there.
We already mentioned was arrested.
That's my family house up here.
Not surprisingly,
it's my sister
he signed
here.
the petition, with his mother, being one of the suspects. But one thing that's rather interesting about him is that, Andover at the time, even though the division between the north and south parishes had not happened yet, the north and south ends of town, because it covered such a wide area, each had their own constables who would be chosen at the annual meeting early in the year. Well, the meeting early in 1692, Timothy Osgood was chosen constable for the north end, but for some reason he did not serve in that capacity. The constable of the previous year, Ephraim Foster, continued in that role. It was probably fortunate for Timothy that he was not constable at the time, because if he had been, he would have been forced to arrest his own mother for witchcraft. There was a case in Topsfield when that actually did happen. A woman named Sarah Wilds was arrested for witchcraft in Topsfield. Her son, Ephraim Wilds, was the constable at the time, and he had to either arrest his own mother himself or send someone else to do it. And Sarah ended up being hanged for witchcraft, so that was probably a burden of guilt he would have carried for the rest of his life. But, Timothy, whatever kept Timothy from serving as constable at the time, it was undoubtedly a stroke of luck for him. Don't know whether he had some kind of a health issue or not, although if he did, whatever it was, he obviously recovered from. If you read the stone, you'll see he died September 16th, 1748, in the 90th year of his age. Now, saying that someone's in the 90th year of their age at the time actually means they're 89. Yeah, I mean, he would have been, because when you're in your 90th year when you're 89, but that's still quite a lifespan even today. And so but he did manage to avoid having to arrest his mother. And okay, any questions here? Okay, we've got one more set of stones here to go to, and then we're going to cross the road over there into that circle, or a triangle.